Alright, there you go. And just make sure everything's working. As soon as someone gets back to me, the audio's working, we'll get down to a tyre change. Or an upgrade. Or we'll see if they fit. I think that'll be a good start. Alright. Just wait for someone to let me know if the audio's working. It should be. And then we'll get into it. So if anyone wants to let me know if the audio's working before I get cracking, and we'll see about fitting one of these on. I've measured them up roughly. It says it's going to fit, but we'll see shortly. But they're a lot thicker than the original tyres, and where I'm riding, I need that basically. So someone type in the chat if the sound's working, just so I know before I go ahead and start stripping this down. I'll take the front rear tyre off, swap it over with these. They're £20 each. Obviously they're going to decrease the speed, but winter's coming, everything's wet, so that seems to be the way to go for me. And they also come with 2 free inner tubes as well, which is a bonus. Let me just refresh the page. Anyone with the audio? Just to let me know if it's working before I carry on. There's no point me carrying on if there's no sound. Oh, because this is going to be painful enough as it is. Brilliant. Thanks, mate. Who's that? Jojo. Well, at least it was sound. Right, okay then. Quick rundown. 10x3 tyre, rugged, thicker than the originals. They come with inner tubes already with them, but you can run these tyres, as it says on the sidewall, tubeless. So you could convert them to tubeless if you wanted to. Or you can run them with a 10x2" inner tube, which is supplied by the supplier for £19.99 next day on Amazon. The only concerns I've got is the front one, due to the mudguard. Because I was asked a question a couple of weeks ago about making a front mudguard, because a group member fitted one of these tyres and it was rubbing. So rather than me make something and ship it out not knowing if it fits, I bought the tyres so I can fit the part on myself and then I can guarantee if it fits. That's just something. So anyway, I've made my job a bit easier. I've loosened up the front bolt, I've dropped the back wheel. You don't want to see me take nuts off. It's simple though, it's an adjustable spanner. It's 19mm if you haven't got an adjustable spanner and got a spanner set. On the other side of the front wheel is a, what is it, Allen key, 50mm Allen key. You just hold it there, lock it down. It's nice and easy to take off. Same with the back one, they just drop off. The fun begins when we're taking off the wheel. So I'm going to whip the front off, put it down in front, and we'll pop it off. It should be that easy. Now you've got a spacer for the right side, one for the left. Let me bring them in actually. Let me show you what comes out when you take the front wheel out, just in case no one knows. That's your front bolt. It comes in from, as you're facing your handlebars, comes in from the left side, slots in. The first spacer is the big one, then it's your wheel, then it's the smaller spacer, then the nut. Okay, that's how it goes when it comes to reattaching it. Big spacer, small spacer, nylon locking nut. So we'll check that down. Right, first things first is to get the air out of your tyre. You can either get a pin and just poke the valve. Now my tyre's got green slime in, not because they've ever had a puncture, but I just done it to be safe than sorry. So I'm expecting a bit of green, to be honest. There's not much, so that's good. Right, now these are nice and easy to change. They're not like Xiaomi tyres. But the problem I think I'm going to have is because these run tubeless, the rim is slightly, the circumference is less, so it's sort of a 5mm rim that's got to go inside. But I'm not worried. They're nothing like fitting a Xiaomi solid tyre, which is an absolute nightmare. Anyone who's done that should have no problems fitting one of these. What I will say is when you put this down, watch your disc brake. You don't want to go hitting it too hard or leaning straight down on top of it. That's going to be a no-no as well. So you want to try and keep your disc brake nice and straight. I'll show you a trick to sorting that out with your brake calipers in a minute when we put it back together. But anyway, all the air out. I suggest using bars. You usually get them free with the tyres. So yeah, otherwise I think it's like $4.99 a set on Amazon next day, 12-inch bars. You can use a flathead screwdriver. You run the risk of going through your inner tube. I've done it. That's how it is. But the bars are much easier. You usually get one set free with every tyre you buy. That's why I've got so many sets. So the bar's nice and curved on one edge. The other edge is straight. So what we'll do is get the curved edge, which is that one. You just make sure you can see that. And we're going to put the curved side down against the tyre with the point pointing up towards the rim. That way we're not going to go through the inner tube. Give it a loosen all the way around. Oh, these are nice and easy. You'll have no problems. And then I'm just going to grab it back the other way. So basically go back again with the curve going over. And just cut it in. Grab the rim or the inner tube. Make sure you grab the rim. Watch the caliper, disc brake. Get another bar. Do the same again. You want to try and go sort of 12, 6, 3 and 9 o'clock. And then you won't have much slippage. Do I want to take that off that way though? Yeah, go on. No, I don't. I want to take it off this way. I don't want to take it off with that side up. I want to come this way on it. So that's what I'm going to do. So find the edge. 1. We'll call that 12. Same thing there. Watch the inner tube. Make sure that curve is just grabbing the rim. Don't want to go pop the inner tubes. Yeah, it's a lot easier from now on. You should just be able to go around it. There you go. If you're concerned about marking up your rims, put some tape on it first. I'm not, because I'm going to respray these red at some point. So that's the one side off. There's the valve for the inner tube. I'm going to try and poke that through and pull it out. And it should be nice and easy. Make sure you've got as much air as you can out of it. Don't lean on that. Just have a good fiddle. There you go. And then don't pull it too much from the valve. Just get it out so you can hook your fingers behind it and run your hand all the way along. Right, well, this is the one I'm putting back on because it's treated with slime. So I'm going to take the opportunity to get as much air out of it now to save myself the hassle later. without getting slime all over the kitchen. A bit more. There's a lot of slime in the tyre. Let me squeeze some more air out a second. That's all of it. Okay, that's ready to go back in the new one. Oh, it's going well. Now you can get a bar and do the same thing there, but these tyres are really soft. And if you've got decent hands, you can just pull it out. So this is the moment of truth. There's the old rim, old tyre, new tyre. Before I size them up, let's have a look. So we can compare exactly what's what. That's the difference. Bear in mind, this tyre is, let me see, a month and a half old. It's off the front, so it's not too bad. Wait till I get to the rear one, it's terrible. So this is the difference. You know, it's quite a lot actually. Let me just check. Oh, they should fly on. It says confidently. We're just going for it, lads. Right, let me check, is any rotation on this marked? Usually tyres got an arrow marking of which way they're supposed to be rotated. I.e. if there's an arrow mark that way on the tyre, it's supposed to go that way on the scooter because it rotates that way. But these are off-road tyres. I can't see no pattern to have the water run out of the grooves, which is what these tyres are supposed to have. It's not very efficient actually. That's what it's supposed to have though. But let me see. There is no rotation, so I think red line as you're facing handlebars on the right hand side. So there's my rim. That goes on the right hand side. Let's just confirm this a second. The disc is on the right hand side. The last thing you want to do is struggle to get one of these on only to find out you fitted it the wrong way, because that's just bad news. You've got to do the work again, so that's double bubble. Right, here we go. Let's get a bit of help. Bear with me. This is the best thing. Right, so we're going right, red line on the right side as we're facing. So we'll sort the inside rim out, make it nice and slippy. Now you'd think the more you put on it the better. It's not, because when you go to fit the other side, if there's too much on there, the rim slips back off the other side. I'll show you now. And that's just not good. And then you've got to do the work over and over again. It's a nightmare. It happens all the time with jammies. So we'll just get our inside rim shiny. There you go. And then get it off your hands. And this should just press it on, hopefully. Let me see. It's not far off. We're getting a lot of side face action here. Sorry lads, it did push on. Right, that wasn't too bad. That press fitted on with a bit of something. Oh, there you go, never mind. It's that. Right, inner tube in next. And then we're going to lever this side back in. And this is going really well. Touch wood. Okay. I like to double check everything. Another thing, when it comes to rear tyre, mine seems to have a kick in it when it turns, like it's got a buckle, but it hasn't. I think when they put the inner tube in, it's twisted. But we'll check that when we get to the rear now. But I've seen that on a few scooters on the post. Right, the best way to do this is to find the valve hole. Get the valve through the hole first of all. Now obviously be very careful, because this is your tyre. Perfectly gentle, it's rubber on rubber, there's nothing sharp there. Don't fold it up, and you should be perfectly fine. You just need to get it over the other side of the ring, of the tyre wall, sorry. Don't get any tools in there, nothing sharp, it's just not worth the hassle. This is where I said it was going easy. I'm trying to take more air out. Yeah, there's more air in this. Let's make it easier. Don't try and fight it, it's fighting you. There's clearly more air in this. You get the rest out. It's going to be a swine eruption. Oh, not bad. Yeah, there's loads of air to come out. If you're using fresh air tubes, then it's not going to be a problem. It'll be a lot easier. And if you still find it hard, then we're going to fairy up the inner tube, as that works too. But again, I don't want to go doing that because things start getting slippy, and that's not good. So that's in. We feed that back round. Now let's try to get it in. There you go. That's a bit easier. Now I'm not fighting it. Right, I said don't get anything sharp in there. I'm going to use the back of the spanner. It's nice and smooth. Just enough. You could use the bar, I suppose, first of all. This is not bad, really, actually. You're having a laugh, yeah. Because I'm having fun. There you go. Yeah, there's probably a reason why no one's done this live before. Nope. And then it's just the other side. Remember to watch the disc and pushing against my leg, not straight down. This is fun. A little bit left. And then we're going to make sure it's all clear of the rim. Pop the other side on, pump it up. And then see if it fits. Because this could not fit. I'll be honest. Right. How are we looking? Not bad. Okay, right, sweating. What's that, Ray? Do you want to take over, mate? Because right now I am sweating. Right, sit rep. Old wheel off. New wheel on. Inner tube in. We need to pop this side on. This is where the fun is. I'm going to use this angle bar again. Nice bendy pad. I don't want to be messing around with the disc. Can't be bending down and putting force on it. So, let's see. Oh, this is going to be fun. Right, one. Can't be easy. Don't touch that. We're going to the other end. We've got no choice. Right. This is where you wish you had more hands. Whew. We got 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, when 6 is on, job's done. So, this is where things get fancy. Now 2 people are good for this job. Unless you've done it before. There you go. There you go. Right. This is where the other bars come in handy. This is very tight though. See if I can't get more up with this. This is very tight. I'm taking off the disc. It's not worth hitting it. It's just not worth hitting it. I could play around going gentle all night, but oh, well, that don't want to come off, does it? Here we go. 1, 2. No. They're Loctited in. This is where I meant the problems. Tighten them back up in a minute. They're Loctited in. I haven't got a 5th hand to go heating up that. So we carry on as we were. I don't like it. I think I might go for 2 sides at once. I think that's the best option. Oh, this disc has to come off. I can't get where I want to get. Let me just check this is going to fit. Yeah, it's going to fit as well. So it's going on. Basically. Use cable ties as a trick there, but I don't think that applies to this type of wheel. It's a bit chunky. Problem solving on the fly. There we go. I tell you what, when it does fit, it's going to fit lovely. Getting over that hurdle. Okay. And as I pop it to the other side, and then come from the other side. Yep. Watch the tube. We're just going to go back on ourselves a second. Pop that one. Oh, these rims are going to be painted. I should have tape on that. There you go. Right, now we go with the opposite side. We pop this side on and then fix it from this edge. That seems to be the best way. Still not convinced, but that's what we're doing. Very small. We're in a bit of a pickle here, lads. Because now I've got that wall over there, I'm getting that back. Here we go. This is where the fun begins. I'm going to have to come from both sides at once. That means I may as well stick to my original plan. Alright then, fuck it. Pardon the French. These things are getting fitted. The plan B in it then, lads. Brute force. Here we go. Even brute force ain't gonna do it. There you go. And your cable ties. Yeah, it will fit. There we go. And just shape these nuts of it. Discs coming off. Getting serious. So, first lesson is, this can't be done without the disc off. Not properly. They are. Oh, we're lopsided. That's the lopside then back in. Right. One more left. Oh, there's one right there. Let's just see if we can pop it up. Nope, that's 4 out. Right then. Let's go again. The key is in there. screw stuck in it. But that's the key, it's coming from there and from there same time. 12 and 6 basically. I'm cracking it down. I can't get that off. So, let me just force it out with my hands. Bear with me. Let me just force it out. Right. That's better. I'll show you where I'm at in a week there. I'll just keep forcing it. Come on. Right there. Well, this is going to be fun on the rear. I can tell you that now. Come on, get up there. Right. Back to it. Plan B? Any suggestions? I got one or two. Let's have it already fitted to the inside of this rim next time, shall we? What I mean by that is this. I think this was the key mistake. Because we are going again. We'll just remember this for next time. If we drop it in that way, instead of that way, the inside of the rim will already be on the inside of there, leaving just the back to crack on, rather than having to crack it on from this side where the disc interferes. So I should just press it back in, like that. Cool. So now I haven't got to go trying to get that under there, it's already there. Leaving just this side, which I can now crack like that in theory, because there's no disc in the way. If you can take your disc off, go for it. I've got one bolt that won't come off, so I'm going to have to either heat it up or drill it out or something. Either way, that's not happening now on live stream, so we crack on. Let's check the inner tube out. I just literally one hell for leather on this, so I'm not expecting much. There seems to be no holes though. No, seems to be fine. It's better than that tube was, so I think we keep it. Otherwise I'm doing this all over again. What do you reckon? Should we keep it? Tyre in the microwave. Yeah, I've done that. I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking. This don't go on, that's the way it's going. Let me just make sure there's no holes in this. This seems to be fine. So we go with this still. Right. Take 10. Right, another thing I've noticed is when they fit the valve, they have it sticking all the way out here. And it balances the wheel. I'm trying to tack it inwards. Right. Anyway. Let's get the tyre on first, we'll talk about valves then. So half and half, this should go on now. Valve first. There it is. Right, make sure the valve's seated somewhere. And I don't like that at all. It's not in the right place. It needs to come out and be all flip round. Like that. Let's get our back in. This is like walking paint dry. Until I put the tool through my hand. And you'll have a laugh, won't you? Right. Valve in an appropriate place. Good news is the inner tube's flying in. Okay. Hopefully that's a good sign. Because I had a nightmare just now getting that inner tube in. This is just going in. Okay. That's that. Let's make sure it's all sitting in there nice. It is, I suppose. There's my valve. Right, we're back to this again. This does look a bit more promising. Otherwise we're nuking it. And I put the thing on the left. We're going with it. Here we go. Let's see if crossing this helps. Number one there. A bit of downward force. And oh, that made a big difference, lads. Now we're halfway there. Any of you want to put an hand in on this or what? Okay, I'm thinking 12 and 6 covered. If we can just tap 3 in, 3 o'clock, you know what I mean? Then we're good. Bad news, I'm running out of hands. So, that requires that. And it goes octopus. And it goes in there. Get back to the original position. Like that. And we're good to go. There. There you go. That's all hooked in. How am I going to do this? I got it. I got it. I got it. Bingo. Here it goes. Come on. Come on, rock in there. 1. That click's a good sound. 2. Right, sit rep. 12, 3, 6. 9 left. Short bar, no good. Swap it out to my longest bar. Take a break. We're on one look at the day. Everything's going fine back there. Get that in a good position. Last one. And then we know they fit. And we know not to come from the caliper side, the brake disc side. I am sweating. Right, some more of that funny foot stuff. That one goes there. That one goes there. And then we crack that over. And we brace. Come on. Get on there. There you go. Okay. Bit of adjustment. Hold on. Oh, I wish I had someone here right now, because this is on. Right, take a break. The 6 you watching. I'm gone out for leather. There is sweat dripping. I try to avoid showing my face, but I'll not be funny. I'm working here. Right, last one. Get the other biggest bar back again. Hook the leg over. Get the foot in there. It should be an easy one. Okay, it's in. Go on, son. Oh. I sense a victory, lads. Someone better give me some clappy hands in the chat for that. I'm taking 2. Hold on. Oh. Okay. The trick is which way you come on with the new tyre. That affects the outcome. Unless you can take your disc brakes off. Yes, mate, the valve is there. We are good. Thank you for the clappy hands. Someone call a medic. Give me 2 seconds. The next question is, does it fit the front? So let's see where we are. I can tell you now, without even putting air in this tyre, that feels like one hell of a tyre. Let me get the pump involved. Make sure we haven't done no damage. This is the point where it sounds like a sieve. Oh, I don't know. This is where you gotta go do it all over again. But once you does it once, it doesn't matter. Let me just connect the valve. I think I connected up. It's the only pump I got at hand, so just a bit of air will do. Ooh, it's getting bigger. Please say that's the valve. I think it's the valve, hopefully. Yeah, that's what that's not on. That's fine, I'll take that. Oh, I haven't screwed the valve in. I unscrewed the valve earlier to get air out. Let me just double check that. But right now that's a victory. Let me just make sure I screwed the valve in earlier. No, I didn't. Not all the way. Get a bit more in there. Oh, don't tell me I popped it. Right. I think I got a leak. The joys. That's because I have to fit it a second time round if I have. Do I let the green slime do its job and leave that one a second? Let me see if it fits, actually. Let me stick these back on. We'll stick it on the front. We'll see if it fits. and then we'll know. Because I know it'll fit the rear, so whether it fits the front is the question. Oh, I'll try and zoom. I got slime in there already, mate. That's why I'm just leaving in a second. I'm just going to let it run in a second. It should be alright, to be honest. If not, got 2 spade in, the shoe's free. So that helps. Plus I only got to pop the side off, so I'm not too bothered. And my nose will go back on now. So that makes it a bit easier to chew on. And it looks a lot better. But yeah, the front's the key. If it fits the front, the rear's fine. It's just this front spoiler. That's the problem. I need to put these on a little bit, and I'll stick it on the front. That's one. Right then. Let's have a look. Here's the original. Bloody hell. You feel hard though, in all fairness. It will round off though when it's in them, obviously. Okay. Well, that's not an issue. So what's the problem? I don't see no problems fitting these, and that's. I got told that the front spoiler wouldn't work. I might be wrong, but let me just double check that. So we got bolt in first, big spacer, then the wheel, obviously this to the brake caliper. I know, I'm just doing a walkthrough. In fact, we're fitting the bolt last in line. Because you've got to slightly twist the wheel to get it on the brake caliper, that's not an issue. Done. Then we go to the bolt. This is where I should have more hands. Or at least the kids. I don't need to put the space in to see if this works. Okay. I hear something, let me just check. Wherever the problem is can be resolved with a bit of filing, I think. Hear it? I'll spin it fast. That's rubbing from the front, but I'm not too concerned about that rubbing for the sake of the way that tyre is. Let me just put the spacer on. Let me put some air back in a second. This green slime does its job. It should do. Yeah, it can rub as much as it wants. I'll take the front off and sort that out. But that looks lovely from where I am. Now I just wish I hadn't got to do it again. But if I have I'm not going to make you all sit through that. Let me just give that a turn. I can't. That seems to be alright. I think slime just done the job. Touch wood. Right, this rubbing's by we know the tyre works, so let's just investigate this rub in a second. Let me make it rub, so it leaves a nice mark on the inside, and then I can find out what I need to edit it. And while we're here, I'll show you something I noticed about the brake calipers. To adjust just the back pad only, not the front that actually locks onto the disc. It makes a difference. Alright, one. Let's find out where it's running to and whether it's really easy to solve. Like you can do it by yourself in your house quickly on the day. Oh, let's see if I can use hanky. Because that's not working out right now. There you go. No ions working. One. Front fend is held on by just 2 Allen bolts, left and right, just behind the front shocks. Nothing too special. Well, I'm going to take the wheel off to get it off. Just turn the handlebars at an angle, it'll pop out, if I remember rightly. Go. Should just go like that, and like that. Ooh, doesn't she look pretty? Ooh, could be onto something here. I might be ditching that in the front anyway. Right, okay. This is where it's rubbing. Dead centre. It's clean. Everywhere else is dirty. Now bearing in mind that's going to get worse the more air you put in the tyre, because it's going to round the tyre off. So that I think where the concern is. Off the top of my head, a quick fix. Let me see. That pretty much hits top of there, so that's out of the question. Quick fix is just literally have a back half one. It's going to have to be a custom jobby. Maybe. I don't know. Think about that some more. Obviously if we can avoid that, that's the way. Let's put some more air in this tyre. Go green slime. There's an advertisement now. You probably heard the air coming out of the tyre. Oh, that's lovely. That green slime sealed that up. And that was pretty substantial, I reckon. Do you want a quick hint on straightening out your brake discs? Because clearly I don't mind doing that. And people say you can't straighten them out. Yeah, I know it's going to kill my speed, mate. I'm in Wales. Everything's wet. Leaves are on every path. You're sliding everywhere on these bloody ones with no treads on. I just can't be doing it, do you know what I mean? And I take the kids on it now and then. So to have that slippy feeling under the front and the back going over just wet leaves, it's not worth it. I'd rather go 5-10 miles an hour slower. To be honest. But that's just me. Here's a quick unorthodox way to straighten up your front. Rotate the disc. Find the catch point where it's actually catching on the disc brake. Mine's by there, as you can see, it stops the wheel. Just mark it with your finger or with your mind, whatever works. Bring it out into the open. So it's catching by there on me. Right, the longer the better in length. Make it so you can just literally get on. You can't do it with these, can you? No, I can't do it with these. I need my other ones. These tyres are wider when it comes out. So usually you can just slide them straight in the gap like that and give it a wiggle that way or a wiggle that way. And you can find out which way you got to wiggle it by where you see the catch point. Basically you see the gap that's in between the caliper. There's another way of adjusting that though. a cheeky way. Yeah, there's a very quick way of adjusting that, and I can do it from the other side. On the other side of the caliper, from the wheel side, is another bolt. You turn that, it drags the one pad forward and backwards slightly. Obviously you can't do it too much, but I can certainly take that out. Let me crawl over. There we go. Right. You just back it off a bit. There we go. Still a little bit. I'll sort that out with tools. Nothing special. Brakes still work. Yep. Right, we can tighten that up, call that one a day. I've got to tighten these nuts up a bit more on the disc, so I can do that without disassembling everything. So that works. It is in it. She looks nice. So okay. I'm convinced they fit. $19.99 for one tyre with 1 inch tube inside it. So you've got space if you're just swapping over. And that should be front and back. Now, there's the back. Move this back there. Now the back has the extra problem with the cable. Make sure you can see this. So that's the issue there, is the cable. Now you can give yourself a bit of slack, I think, to get some more cable out by undoing the side indicator. That'll give you an extra 3-4 inches, I think. Let's have a look. Anything but out at this point. With this one, I should be able to fly on. Right, yeah, that gives us another pull. That's all we need. There you go, that's there. So take the indicator off, free yourself up some space. I was going to do this in a minute, but I'm here now, and I got a good feeling. So, I'm going for it. And it's going to be quick. Right, we've got a wire. You do not turn this over and push down. That's half of my workload is fixing Xiaomi's that have tyre repairs, and they push down this side and cut straight through. Everyone does it. Don't do it, basically. Because then you've got a nightmare. You've got a really short cable to try and patch up to a new cable, and it's never going to go well. Right, air out the tyre. Here is out the tyre. Let's try and keep this off the disc at all times. Yeah, we'll do that too, why not? I think there's more air in this one. Let's take the valve out. I took the valve out here, yeah. And that happened. There you go. That's the fun for the evening. The real volcano. There's the slime sorted. It's gonna come out so bad. I'll put the valve back in now. It's going to make it more difficult because I can't go near that wire, obviously. Come on, brother. I need enough for a green slime party, hold on. That's going back in. I can do without that today. Right, no more slime. Right. This is supposed to be easy. Okay. 2, that's better. Keep an eye on the wire at all times. From experience, if you're not looking at the wire, you've gone through the wire. That makes any sense? That's that one. I don't know how I'm going to get a force on this line, like I did on the other one. But I'll have to try. Well, we dropped a few bollocks, but it's gone well. Alright, that's all. Okay. Let's get the inner tube out. This one's a little bugger. Ah, this is where the back tyre got a wobble on it. I'm sure there's something up with this inner tube. Yeah, the back tyre wobbles, like it's got a kick in it. And I tried most things. Usually take an air out to put an air back in sorts it out, but it didn't. So I was a bit worried. Thought something would buckle, but now I think the inner tube's just crap. I think. Here we go. Go back to fiddling. This one's tricky. There we go. There you go. Oh, it does take a bit of strength, I suppose. Right. Let's have a look at this tube. Yeah, that's why it was buckled. What's this tube doing? This tube was twisted up inside from the factory. That's why when it was pumped up, it was doubled over. When my wheel was spinning, it looked like there was a lump coming out the side every time. So now, I need to try and relax this tube up a bit and get some more air out. And then we're just going to slide that on nice and easy. Or not. I take all the air out if I can. Did that from last time. Then. Right, that's all the air out. Here we go. Right, let's make these match up. So, that's got to go straight onto there. That way, the inside of that rim is already sat on the inside of there. Coming out from that way is a nightmare unless your disc comes off. It would be great to do it from the other way. Oh, you can't anyway because of the wire. So this is the way. Okay. Bit of lube. Come on, be easy. Let's grease this right up. I know I said hold back on it, because Xiaomi tyres tend to slip off one way then the other. This is not Xiaomi, clearly. So let's grease it up. That's what I'm saying. Right. Good news is, it's just a straight push through. Bad news is you've got a spindle. So we'll stack some tyres. Then we can push straight down. Yeah, that makes sense. Try and stay away from the disc and a little press fitting. That wasn't too bad either. Right, these tyres might come in handy so we don't crash a cable. I think they will. Right, inner tube in. And we are done. And we'll hang it up a bit. Stay. Right. We'll go back with the slime filled inner tube because that one took a hit and it's still pumped back up. Let me check it. Yeah, that tire's fine. So slime works, in short. Definitely works. Oh no, it's sponsored. Right. There's the tube. There it is. Slime marks the spot. Right, I'm using these tyres because it stops the cable from getting pinched up. Now we got to get this in without it kinking. So we're going in like that, or like that, nope, like that. Cool. Get the valve in first, it's easier that way. Put that in. Just a little pokey stuff. Always remember that cable's there before you push. Just always remember the cable. Come on. There you go. Right. If you think the valve is going to move away from you, screw the cap back on it. That way it can't go back through the hole. We'll grab with a pair of pliers and put it on. We'll just yank it with your hands. There you go. Valve in, cap on so it can't escape. Nice. Quick wire check. It's not pulling, it's not jamming. It's all nice. Get the rest of the tube in. Try and keep it taut around the rim. This is going well. Here comes the hard bit up. Then sit the tube down in the rim. So you get your tools out. You've got less chance of hitting it. Okay. Right. Here comes the hard bit. We move that one there. Oh boy. Okay. So we do the same as last time. What can go wrong? We go 12. We go 6. We think of the wire. Looks good. 12 and 6 it in. Ah, there we go. Bit of the old foot stuff. 12, 6. I think this is not too bad, lads, once you get the hang of it. See, this is why I done it. So you haven't got it. 12, 6 and 3. Oh, this is not too bad at all. Hold on. So that's 12, 6 and 3. Then what I do? Swap the long bar for the short bar. Good. Bear in mind, you guessing would help you as well. That's fun. There, I've lost it. I lost it. I lost it. It's back again. I need to get this one in. Do it by ear. Right, okay, that ain't gonna go straight to there. So it's gonna have to go there. I'm gonna have to just walk it around. No problem. Watch the wire, take a break. Always take a break. Last one. Oh. I'm just going to walk around some more, I suppose. Not a problem. It's called fatigue. Taking a break, lads. Taking a break. Knee pain. Yeah, you're right there. Not to be like sexist or anything at all, but a crash on one of these is not cool. It's part of the reason why these are going on. Right, oh no, I've lost it. I've lost it. I lost it. I lost it, lads, talking to you. Right, I gotta stand up. Here we go, back on the job. Oh. Keep an eye on that cable. Don't want to let it go. Right. We're almost there on the back wheel. Come on. Oh. Victory, lads. Victory. Okay. So it's not too bad, honestly. First time round figuring it out, nightmare. You've seen that. Second time round, once you figured it out, not too bad. So, in short, regardless whether you take the disc brake on or off or not, forget it. Just drop it in with a disc brake facing up, it'll push straight through. No, sorry, disc brake facing down, it'll push straight through. Then you've just got this side to fix on. Let me make sure there's no holes in this, because I don't want to go doing this again. Oh. Well, that's been emotional. Please, no holes. Oh, what's going on here? Not another gusher. I got a hole think. I screwed the valve on all the way. Oh, it might be the valve, hold on. Might have got lucky. Nope. There we go. I'm not taking this back off again. Come on, slime. Suppose I could fit the other tube. I can get slime filling up sunny. Ooh, hold on. I actually just used the slime fix the hole. No joke. Pretty sure. I'm sure that slime just fixed the hole while I was pumping it. I had to go into the gap and start flowing out and the air stop. The slime is good. Slime saves the day, I think. I'll swap it if I got to. But right now, I haven't got it. I want to stick it on. So let's get the back on next. Let's have a look at it. Right, what am I missing? We got these. We go bolt, we go pin, and that's the washer for the wheel. Nice and easy. Is this going to fit on the fender? Or is it time for me to crack out the new fenders all around? That's the question. I think. Let's see. This is always fiddly as hell. Come on. Yeah, there's all that and I can't get the tyre off. That's new. The orientation. The one pin's locked, so it has to go the right way. I like that. There we go. Are we missing something? I think we're missing a big washer. Yeah. I think I'm missing a washer, lads. That's okay, I'm not going to chase it a second. I'm just going to slap this on. Oh, are we going on here? Okay, so here we go. Here's the report. Both fenders need adjusting. The rear one is not too bad at all. To adjust that, you basically need a horseshoe object spacer. They do them for the Xiaomi rear spoilers when you change your tyres to a 10-inch. It's just a little plastic block that big that brings up the packed spoiler. So to print out something that's in the shape of a horseshoe that just increases the height by 5 or 10 mil to bring that up higher overall, that's standard stuff when you increase your tyre size. So that I'm not worried about. In fact, that'll be whipped out and done by tomorrow. That's just a little thing to go on there. So yeah, that's cool. I'm okay with that. I'm missing a washer. I'll sort that out in a minute. Apart from that, it all fits, relatively speaking. Depends on your definition of fits. But as far as I'm concerned, that fits. That's me going down the road. That's always fun to get in. Let me screw that on. And we'll have a look at the brakes. We'll have a look, see how it sits. So yes, you don't need a horseshoe object. You could just use spacers. 3 or 4 bloody 5mm spacers under each bolt. Perfectly fine. That'll lift the height up. That's all that's required. So as for modding, you've got that stuff already. So that makes it nice and easy actually. So that's all I'll be doing. I could go print it out something and go crazy. But for the sake of testing it tomorrow, I got some spacers I'm going to stick under it now. That seems to be the easy fix, quick fix. Come on, screw that in. Right, light back on. That needs turning. Whatever it is happening here. Oh no, it doesn't need the spacer, it just needs gripping. So yeah, I'm going to back the screws off there and just pack it with spacers underneath, really. Build up the height. It's not going to take much either. This moves with the suspension, so it's not going to hit it. So that's cool. Let me just tighten this up a little bit. And then, I think I've done myself in for the night. So that was not fun, but it got done. What it's going to ride like, I don't know yet. Get his bolts on and we'll call it an end. So yeah, basically the whole point of this was the guy got in touch, wanted the custom rear front because these tyres rubbed on the front. Fair enough, they did. Didn't mention the back though, which was interesting. And now the back clearly does rub a lot. What you are abandoning about quality streets. That's not bad at all. Right, I'm going to jump on that, I think. You tighten the front up again, aren't I? And then I'm calling it a night, lads. Oh. I'll call it a successful one as well, to be honest. There was moments I thought that wasn't going to happen. So yeah, that was good. Come on, get on it. turns, and that's it. That'll do. That's good enough to prop him up on the floor. Right. Just that. Let's get it off there. Oh, another problem. Again, standard problem. When you increase the wheel size, I think the kickstand might need. Oh no, it's fine. Okay. That's what we got. Oh. Hold on. Tell you what, it's not that bad. It feels good. Right, I'll test ride it tomorrow, and I'll let you know. Give you a spin. What am I going to do? Twice round the kitchen via the tumble dryer and back again. What I can say though is, let's have a look at this rear tyre after a month. Oh, here we go. Here's the front tyre. There's the rear. There's not much left of that rear, to be honest. I think it had days left in it, at best. But these are gorgeous. Let's have a look. That's a better scooter. I need to take this line of bolts off here, take the mudguard off, put spacers under each of these bolts, only 5mm, mudguard back on, no more rubbing on the back, quick easy fix. The front is a different solution. I'll have to make something for that, but I'll get back to that. So I was, if I had time, which I don't, so here's a teaser for next time. And Jamie's going to love this one because he asked the question earlier. I was going to add this on. Thumb throttle with voltmeter and manual gear selector for people who's changed their controller. 1, 2, 3 gears. And a thumb throttle. I was going to add that tonight, but I haven't really got the time now. So we'll do that another time. Yeah, and again that wash off the front wheel. You're right there, mate. Don't worry, I'll have it sorted by tomorrow evening. I'll design a 3D print something, slap it on there. That should work out okay. So yeah, I'll call that a success, lads. And I am tapping out. Metal foot plate for over the mudguard. Okay, no problem, that can be done. There is a reason why I put these tyres on as well. I don't know if anyone's ever googled the Speedway 5 scooter. That's basically what we're riding as, except it's got a Mantis front end. It turns out they're interchangeable. So that's the end goal. Just the front, to get rid of the whole folding mechanism on this, convert it into a Pro. So anyway, I'll get back with another video maybe tomorrow or the day after, adding a thumb throttle, 3 gear selector, manual one for people who change their controllers over, and there was instrument cluster to add. I haven't got time for it now either. I don't know where it is, but that needs to go on as well today or tomorrow or the day after. Oh, there it is. That needs to be added as well. But we'll get around to that. Basically, we're stepping away from the Kugoo electronics, replacing them with off-the-shelf parts, so in case something happens to Kugoo, you're not reliant on their supply, i.e. if they stop supplying. So that's the end goal. Side lights, yeah, done a lot to them, in short, mate. Quick rundown: if you want to change yours, you can change and stop the flashing, you can have individual colours. There's a few things you can do. I won't go playing around with it because it's 48 volts and it gets a bit funky. But I did put a video up, and feel free just to message me anyway if you've got any questions or want some more detailed pictures. I'll just send them to you, no problems. Apart from that, as I'm tapping out, I'll get back to you tomorrow, maybe the day after, and yeah, I'll flash up the mudguards, etc. as well. Yeah, so anyway, have a good one, lads. I'll catch you in a bit.